Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa is in a very, very big trouble in the hands of Honorable Afenyo Markin, minority leader. In a recent interview, our papa we also expose Honorable Ablakwa after they clashed during the vetting committee's work.
So cantonment varies, range varies. I'm even looking into your own acquisition in Winneba. I have the document here. It also varies. So it varies all over. I have documents from Tamale as well, which vary. So I don't think there's a standard rate. It varies depending on the place.
Honorable nominee, because you have brought me in.
Is that okay? Meanwhile, I was aware that this is Aura. Guys, have been flying drones in Winneba on my property. I kept quiet. I managed it. They've been flying. They go to my beachfront property. They mounted a drone. They flew it from the community center just by the insurance. Okay? And my boys saw it. I told them, ignore. When government changes, people do all manner of things. They went to my White House, the one at the veterinary area, flew, checking Winneba as well. Winneba. In Ablakwa, you'll be there and you'll be seeing drones. In the morning, the policemen have been seeing it. They told me, I said, ignore.
First of all, if you video on YouTube, there was a and it's over subscribe ama your YouTube channel. So Honorable Ablakwa also I rough after pinning Honorable Afenyo Markin down during the vetting committee. You know, they went back and forth. Emma try say obe expose some asset of his. Now after that vetting committee, people started asking questions. Say is Honorable Afenyo Markin having state lands in his possession? Why must government lands have a lease period of about 50 years, which in Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa's own language, 99 years. So people started asking questions. Well, Honorable Afenyo Markin has also started talking or expose some things Okudzeto Ablakwa and in the oral team against him, flying drones across the properties here and there, just a whole lot, while defending say you're very, very clean on top any state lands by providing certain documents to back his claims. Now or touching more on some corruptions that is hovering around NDC and Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. All credit to Joy News. And wasting more time. And let us go and watch that particular video. Ghana,
the former leader of my party. So I sit there, watch you, insult him, and go away. No, no politicians will do that. Now let's deal with Mr. Ablakwa.
Yes.
Ablakwa is one person I respect so much. We share the same esprit de corps. Is somebody. We entered parliament together. He knows what is between the two of us. Some of his designer suits, I will ask him, Ablakwa, show me the design, I'll go and buy. He wears nice shoes. He dresses well, a gentleman, dressing, whatever. We relate well. Before his vetting, I asked Ablakwa whether we didn't sit as brothers. I said, Sammy, there were things that you went overboard. I think if you make concessions, we'll be fine. Is that okay? Meanwhile, I was aware that this is Aura. Guys, have been flying drones in Winneba on my property. I kept quiet. I managed it. They've been flying. They go to my beachfront property. They mounted a drone. They flew it from the community center just by the insurance. Okay? And my boys saw it. I told them, ignore. When government changes, people do all manner of things. They went to my White House, the one at the veterinary area, flew, checking
Winneba as well.
Winneba. In Ablakwa, you'll be there and you'll be seeing drones. In the morning, the policemen have been seeing it. They told me, I said, ignore. Sometimes early in the morning, we see that behind the rail line. But I know that it is spying my house. What is the business of drones in the minority leaders' house? Meanwhile, I've lived in my Ablakwa residence for over 20 years. My firstborn is 21. I lived there before having given birth to Ian. Is that okay? My residence in Winneba. I've had my properties all these years. I'm a businessman. I am a established person. All these properties.
Are you able to respond to people who have also started questioning that? At least by the calculations they are making, you must have been 21 before acquiring that particular property. What were you doing amongst them?
Don't worry. Let's get there.
Maybe briefly on that.
No, not briefly. It's an important thing. Don't say briefly. When we finished school, 1997, we had to stay home for 2 years. So I came to hustle in Accra. Through the hustling and schooling, I found my way at Ghana Post. So I was working as a post boy. Rose through the ranks to principal post officer. I was given a scholarship to go and study at Kivas. When I went to Kivas, 99, got in 2001 before I'd come into office. In July, when we vacated, I didn't go back to school because there was a career counseling and they introduced us into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So I abandoned school. My colleagues know. I left Kivas at level 300. Okay? I didn't go back to school. I abandoned school to come and chase money. I bought my first Mercedes, my BMW. I still have those old cars packed.
Okay.
No, MFA, you must hear this. You brought it. Even if it is the last minute. No, you are not done.
But we've heard you.
No, you want to know. Please get the facts. And I started running my business. I married, I had my wedding at age 23. My wife was 22. Is that okay? I started running Excel Courier, a multi-million-dollar investment. Stanchart gave me $5 million facility. Barclays Bank gave me $10 million facility.
Now you are sounding like you may be bragging.
I'm not, because you need to know the fact.
I need to know.
I am saying that at a young
But how do you respond to criticism?
Do you want us to have a conversation?
At least I don't want to go through
all the properties you own. You said that some people said, how did I acquire? I wasn't in public service. Wait, you say some people are saying I was too young. Of course, and I'm saying that, sure, I will answer.
But you've answered.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks. We're doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. My tankers haul from Ivory Coast all the way to Jos Plateau.
We can't go through all the things
my business in Awaso employed
how do you then
quite a number of people.
At least let's go back to the
I am not one of those people who would come in and say, I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it.
Okay.
I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work as a businessman. It's the reason why I didn't go into government. The reason why I told my regional minister when we won power 2017 that said, because of my business, I won't go. It's the reason why even in 2021, Kennedy Japan fought me. That we are still kwaji interior minister, I will say won't pay. We are still kwaji health minister, I will say won't pay. Me say because I'm running my private business.
Okay.
I want to run my business. I don't want to go into government. I would want to get into government when I'm in my late 50s or in my 60s. At that time,
and you are living that dream now. That's
I would have settled in.
Let's talk a bit more.
I just need you to understand.
Minority leader, I've heard you.
No, let me conclude.
Okay.
I would hear you. Let me conclude. The gentleman brought a search report and created the impression that my lands in Winneba are state land. With the greatest respect,
we've checked on that.
You've checked, and what was your outcome?
What I'm saying, at least that land is not a state land. At least, I would give my producers that, so we put that.
I would end it.
But I would want to find out back to the vetting or appointments committee.
And of course, subscribe. I'm Vimbaz on YouTube. That is very, very important. So, just say Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, and I receive a response from just say Honorable Afenyo Markin. Now, from all indication, just Afenyo Markin wouldn't stop because once Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa tries to be painting a particular picture of him out there, no, Afenyo Markin, as a lot of people know him, wouldn't stop. He will also start revealing certain things about Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. So any news be actually trendy out there and making headlines. Now you monitor more any updates. Once again, Vimbaz TV. So we Vimbaz TV.